You say, how come? Well, that's where the previous authorities were Ottoman. Palestine, the British only came in as a mandatory power. They only stayed 30 years. Syria is an Ottoman successor state. Lebanon is an Ottoman successor state. Jordan is an Ottoman successor state. Iraq is an Ottoman successor state, not Egypt. Egypt broke away from the Ottoman Empire much earlier, after Napoleon's time, when they had a takeover there of the Mamluks and others. That's another story. But these states that we're dealing with in America is involved in an attempt to sort out, lucky, good luck to America, to sort out a total mess from the beginning. That's not to say they shouldn't try, because if they don't try, they're liable to have worse things happen here. But in any case, trying to sort this mess out there that was left after the Ottoman Empire. All this comes from the collapse of the Ottoman Empire at the end of World War I. None of these states existed before the end of World War I. All of these states grow up in the aftermath of World War I, which is a period of history that I know many people are weak in out here in California. They don't teach it. And so I can't help it. So what should you do? Well, just keep on looking yourself into it. I'll do a little bit more, then we'll take a break. Only when the spiritual motive behind Judaism has thus been traced inductively through reason, would it be possible to gain a true conception of its full content and philosophical religio-ethical tenets. The science of Judaism may thus be divided into three aspects: philological, meaning language aspects; historical, meaning also Jewish literature and culture; and philosophical and religion. Oh, very high sounding, isn't it? Very intellectual. I'm not impressed. To begin with, there will be some who will count against Judaism the fact that it has a philological aspect, Hebrew he's talking about, which is supposed to be no less important than its history. They will point out that where Christianity exerted some influence on the development, or rather style of the language, it did not make its appearance in a language of its own, but in Greek, the idiom of the culture, the zeitgeist of that time. And then Christianity employed Latin, so Christianity was not tied to a language, as he would say Judaism and Islam is and was. And so he finally says, on a closer examination of one will find that what seemed an advantage for Christianity is actually a shortcoming, and that what first appeared to be a weakness of Judaism is actually a strong point. A new idea can originate only in a strong personality. It's only by a strong individual that a universally acceptable idea can be conceived. Ha! Well, this guy's just throwing out ideas. None of this is proved. It's impressive, but it's not proven. And I would hesitate to throw out such ideas myself and so with such certitude. But that's the sign of German Jewry. This is what they were like. It explains my mother to me too. She never doubts anything. And this is the way they are. And you see, Geiger is a very good representative of this, and he's obviously been studying Islam too much and Muhammad, because certainly Muhammad is a very strong personality. As far as he's concerned, I'm sure leaves his mark on Islam. Let's stop there, have our break. We'll come back at 20 of, or 20, yeah, 20 of, 25 of, 20 of, 25 of, and we'll continue on, and then we'll talk about the exam at the end of the period, okay? I'll have to pass around a roll sheet after that, but we will get through this stuff, and we will be finished with it, I assure you, at the end of the next, this period. God willing. We all don't die in the process. Nothing can be more boring to me than this stuff, but it's